Stream elements. Bill 1949T is now live. Streaming DCS World, My Flight Simming, DCS.
Radio check.
Yep, all good.
Thank you, I did.
Request rearming.
Copy. Rearming complete.
08. That's a bit far for takeoff. Can you believe it? When I was taxiing, there was an explosion. That explosion obviously took out my prop pitch controller. Right? I'm guessing it's a fluid operating thing. And it's taken that out. I've got no prop pitch control. That's why the engine was racing. I thought it was just me. So I'm going to land. 49 RTB damage. Coming in on 08. Very messy. Too much braking because I was too busy talking. Okay. Repair and rearm. Well, I don't have to rearm, but I need to repair. That, yeah, there was an explosion. I'm not seeing any craters, but there was an explosion that was very clear, well, very loud, very near, obviously, and it took. Yeah, I've got, you see, wing damage, and I haven't taken any fire from guns, so that wing damage is to do with the explosion, which would be sensible, because it's on my port wing, and that's the wing, the direction from which the explosion appeared to come. So, okay, get repaired.
Request repair.
Copy.
Ghetto Zebras. Hey there, Bill.
Hi there, Ghetto. Well, I was just had a bit of bad luck. I don't know if you caught any of it, but I'm now repairing, having simply taken off, done a circuit.
Ghetto
and landed.
Zebras.
No, I thought probably not. Yeah, I'm now repairing, having taken off and done a circuit, but just before I took off, when I was taxiing on that last stretch of taxiway, round about where I'm indicating now, to the left of me there was an explosion, and that explosion obviously took out the hydraulics, I believe it's hydraulics, for my prop pitch control. So I had no prop pitch control. It was just racing, so I've had to come in so I can get repaired for that, and in the process of that I nosed over because I braked a bit too hard because I was talking. Never mind. Okay, well, I'm getting repaired. I don't need to rearm. I haven't used anything, so I'm getting repaired. Could sort myself out a drink, and I haven't flattened out my seat. I've got it folded up behind me. The sim shaker seat, I've got it folded up behind me, so I'll flatten that out so that I feel the vibes.
Ghetto zebras. I've been looking into getting one of those.
Well, they're not cheap.
Ghetto
I
zebras.
think I'd have to flip a coin.
They make a couple types, yeah.
Probably, yeah. I'd almost have to flick a coin as to say whether they're worth getting, because they're not cheap, and they don't make that much difference. I mean, it's very nice to feel the gear going down and coming up, and likewise flaps and a few other things, like when you pull a bit of G, you get certain vibes. But there've been a few occasions where I've flown and not realised that it wasn't working, probably because I've spent so many years flying without one. But yeah, I think you might find at the moment the one I've got is about 400 quid, which is a bit prohibitive if you haven't got a particular desire to have one and a bit of spare cash.
Ghetto zebras. Wowza.
So I'm guessing for you that'll be, I don't know, $250, $300, something like that, might it be? Right, I've been repaired. So let's get going again. I see Ghetto Zebra's put a message on for Steggy to join us. Yeah, come and join us, Steggy, if you can, on at Mosdoc. Steggy with a now very flyable spit, which is really nice to know. And it looks as though I've got the repair bug, because I'm pushing my starter and booster buttons. The lights are dimming, but the engine isn't turning. Now that to me suggests that I've got the repair bug, where you get repaired and it's not working right. I've got a quick burst of static there, but no voice. I'm gonna have to spawn in again, I think. Wonder if it needs the power, external power. Let's see. I've never done that with a spit.
Chief, turn on the ground power.
Copy.
Right, so I guess we'll see a mobile.
Ground power is now on.
Oh no, we don't see a mobile unit. Fair enough. Let's see if it turns over now. If it doesn't, then it's the repair bug. No, it's not turning over. So I'm going to have to reslot. And hope that that works. I'll do a radio check, because the thing that is most likely not to work when you do this, when you have something like this, is the radio. Let's give it a try. I'll get a radio check. 49 radio check.
Copy.
Thank you, sir.
You know what?
Request rearming.
Copy. Rearming complete.
felt a bit like a crater. Might be wrong. Can't see one. Oh, hang on. Yes, I can. Yep. And that crater is where the bomb landed that took out my prop pitch control earlier on. Because that's exactly what I expected. It was very loud and it was on that side of the aircraft. So, okay, so anyone for taxiing to 08 to the end, to the west end of 08, be aware taxiway has a bomb crater on it.
Roger that.
About 20 or 30 feet, I think, before you get to the runway. Just got a message from Maxwell saying he'll be in soon. He's doing something, but I didn't get a chance to read the rest of the message. I'll have to break off to do that. Okay, I think we're good for takeoff. Trims are set. I'll put my lights on.
She's flying good.
Nice to hear, nice to hear. Come down to meet you, Steggy.
Yeah, repeat that copy.
I just realised that I wasn't going for the smoke to avoid the groundings, so I made a change of course. Now I'm going to go south. I think I've got eyes on Steggy. Probably at your something like 1 or 2 o'clock, Steggy.
Yeah, copy that.
drop in behind you. Ghetto, you good for that? I'm going to drop in behind Steggy and then we'll make our way back to some sort of objective maybe.
Copy. Got visual on you right now.
Bit of a sudden turn for me there, because I was busy trying to bring up my radio volume for the aircraft radio, and I briefly lost attention as to where Steggy was. Yeah, now following him. Steggy, if you remember, look for the smoke and go to the right of the smoke initially.
Just looking for the smoke at the moment.
Yeah, I can't see it. Hopefully we're in the clear from the ground units are dangerous.
Smoke's just off to our right here, in the middle of the city, it looks like.
Yeah, I'll be in the middle there somewhere, but I'm still not seeing it.
It's a bit hard to see. I like this time of day, the lighting looks cool.
Yeah, and it could be the lighting that's affecting it.
Yeah, I have visual on runway now.
Roger. Me too. I see you now against the clouds beyond the, well, probably not beyond the runway, but close to it.
So, where we're going, what's the plan?
Haven't really got one, but what about the old favourite? Oh, hang on, if we go to the right, sorry, to the east, there's a bunch of 7 BTRs there. We could go beat them up. It's pretty much due east from the airfield.
What do you think of DCS adding the Dassault for fun?
I'm actually not aware of that, Lehi. Are you flying much?
I think I may be on course through 109.
There are some 109s to the northeast.
443.
They are
It came out in a
they're not
rather new
hostile.
video they made.
alright. No, I'm not aware of it. I don't even know what it is.
Nehe 443. Do you know you're invited Typhoon?
Oh, only by name, because I don't really use the jets. They don't have the magic for me. I love the warbirds and, as you can tell, particularly the Spit. I'm trying to find our objective.
Nehe 443. I see.
The jets, I find, just don't do it for them. Oh, we're in the wrong place here, I think. Making a sudden turn, I think we're in a bad position. There are some ground units that are a bit lethal. So I'll make a 180 and I'll come in differently.
443. Have you tried L2s to move it?
I have tried to do them a bit, but there's various things that I didn't like about it. I was never comfortable with it, especially the fact that the cockpits aren't very clickable. It's not very controllable in that sense. So with this, everything's clickable. I can do it all with my stick and throttle, pretty much all voice attack.
Level 443. All right.
Okay, Steggy and Ghetto, I found objective. I'll try and light something up for you if it helps.
Roger that.
One burning.
Sure.
Don't know if you can see it, but I've got one burning. I'm going in for another attack. I'll try and get another smoker going. Oh, I see someone's there. Bombs. A reasonably successful return attack. We've got 3 smokers. Burning for another attack.
Copy.
That was a bit low, but never mind. For anyone on my stream that's interested, Laxor will be in. If some people are on my stream but normally watch Laxor's, he will be in. Okay, there's one more BTR left. The other 6 are burning. Nice one, mission accomplished. We have done it. Shall we RTB to rearm?
Copy.
Okay, Ghetto Steggy 49. We are returning to base for rearm. I just realised, naughty me. I didn't pull my prop pitch back to 2,700 RPM. Tune all that lot. Never mind. I'm going to go round and come in on 08. Turning on to short final for 08.
Copy. Runway is cleared.
Copy that. Ground crew are going to moan at me for taking rubber off my wheels for that. .49 at south edge of runway for rearm and repair.
Warkch. Lieutenant Bill, maintenance would like to have a word with you about excessive suspension work. Report to the flight ops hall by 0300.
Request repair.
Copy.
Request refueling. Request
Copy.
rearming.
Copy.
Refueling complete. Rearming complete.
I love these sounds.
Warorkvch. I think if you went to Oshkosh you'd get emotional with the hundreds of warbirds flying around.
Oh, yeah, I'm quite sure I would, sir, because when we go to Duxford, it gets me like that. You know, when you see the warbirds, and occasionally you'll get a Lancaster as well. Yeah, it it does. When I was, I'm sorry if I've said this before, but when I was at North Weald here one time for an air show,
Warorkvch. Multiply Duxford by 10.
well, when I was, we were at North Weald for an air show, and a Spitfire came hacking along the runway at low level, and then pulled his stick back and went shooting upwards, and the hairs on the back of my neck stood up, and I actually felt a bit choked, and I thought, well, if there is such a thing as reincarnation, to put it in the vernacular, I must have died in one of those kites. I think I'm good to go again. Hello, who's that coming alongside me? It's Ghetto, and Steggy looks like it's coming in, I'm guessing. Steggy, I see that you're north of the airfield. Are you making a turn to come in on 026?
Negative, I'm cruising around.
Oh, okay, that's good. Well, I took damage and needed to rearm. Ghetto's with me here on the runway. I'm about to set my trims and take off again. Maybe we could go and hit the because we've destroyed those 7 BTRs. Perhaps we could go to the bridge and have a go at the BTRs. And actually, Ghetto, you've got a bomb there to the south of the actual road that the BTRs sit on. There are quite a lot of infantry that are dangerous, and to hit them with individual bullets is not so easy. But I'm figuring if you wanted to do it, a bomb would probably take a lot of them out in one go.
That's a good idea.
Okay, let me just get my trim set and I'll get started. Listen. Another Spitfire. So we've got 3 Spitfires in here at the moment, unless I've missed any. Right, let's get started and trimmed.
Yeah, I should straighten up a bit here.
So we've got 3 Spitfires in here at the moment. I wonder if anyone else will join in a Spit. We can have 5 like we had the other night. Okay, you're slightly ahead of me, Ghetto, so do you want to take lead and I'll follow you up? Because I want to move over a little bit anyway, I'm a bit close to the edge, so if you want to take lead, I'll follow you up.
It's off to our left here, isn't it?
No, you want to go to the right. So go west and then go south. I'll lead if you like, if you're not sure.
Got it.
Steggy, are you coming to the bridge, or are you just going to carry on enjoying yourself flying around in this newfound Spit?
Visual of you, I'll follow it. Just
Copy that.
looks like Bill's just in front of me a bit.
Yeah, roger that, Ghetto. I'm currently about boost 7 if you want to gauge your speed on that.
Mazda, request takeoff.
Making a turn to follow the railway. Actually, Ghetto, do you want to? If I circle and you get ahead, you can use your bomb on those infantry. Do you know where I mean? It's the field that's directly south of where the BTRs sit.
Copy, they're just on the other side of the bridge there to our right. Right. On the run-in.
Okay, I've lost eyes on you for a moment, but I'll get you back, I'm sure.
Got visual on the infantry.
I see an explosion, I think.
Good.
Excellent, well done, and thank you, because that clears the way for attacks on the BTRs. Which of course you can still make a turn and come and do. I'm making a run now, coming along the road, not too far away.
Copy, coming back around.
Okay, oh, I got 3 of them, so there's still one left, but he's probably scattered into the trees now. And I got no return fire that I'm aware of. Let's have a look at my wings. Yeah, no return fire from the infantry, so you did a good job there, Ghetto. Thank you.
Copy.
We got 3 burners on the bridge, but I can't see a 4th one at the moment. Oh, maybe I can. Hold on. Yeah, the 4th one destroyed. But there's now the soft targets on the other side of the bridge. Also got soda in the proximity, and I did see undead as well, I think, in F86 maybe.
Yeah, I thought I seen maybe flying around.
I'm going for the soft targets that are on the move.
Copy. Got visual on you. And the stick.
Coming in again from the north.
Copy behind you.
There's a couple nicely lined up there, I think. Let's see. I think I'm out of 20s.
Yeah, I'm almost there.
Okay, I'm gonna make a turn to the right, RTB. Fully throttled back at the moment. on approach 08 for landing. You're supposed to get better, aren't you, as you get more experienced? I'll have to watch some YouTube videos and remind myself how I'm supposed to land this Spitfire.
Request repair.
Copy.
Request refueling. Request
Copy.
rearming.
Copy.
What a mess. My landings are getting worse.
Refueling complete.
Although the other night I had a couple of really nice ones, so that just goes to show how inconsistent I am.
Rearming complete.
For anyone who's not aware, we use aircraft radio nowadays rather than we used to use Discord to talk to each other, but now we use aircraft radio, which has radio characteristics in its sound and its restrictions, because if we're too far away or if there's mountains in between us, it does affect what we get. That's more authentic. Not sure if Laxor got in yet. No, I'm still not seeing Laxor. He did say he was going to get in, but he was also doing some stuff, so it's 12:30. He might not get in.
Is Laxor in here?
Not yet, but he did say he was going to get in, but he was also doing some stuff to do with the mission, because he said, what was it, I'll be in shortly, just trying to, I'm not sure, it's obviously a typo, but he's written bull cert. maybe you meant insert some log. No, not login. Don't know. But I won't disrupt flights to upload. So he's doing stuff, but he's not going to restart the mission or anything, which will disrupt flights. Any updates he's doing will happen when there's no one in it. I've been repaired. Oh, I'm actually still on the runway. I thought I'd ended up on the grass, but okay, that's good.
Should see you pop up here any second over my cowling.
Three pumps because it's warm. The engine is warm, that is, not the temperature necessarily.
Love when it blows all the fire out.
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know why it didn't start. I didn't think I would have flooded it. It only had 3 pumps. I'll try again without priming. Ah, right. The reason it didn't start was I didn't put my mixture lever backwards. No, I must have done to cut the engine. Oh no, I didn't need to cut the engine because I rammed it, didn't I? Yeah, so I didn't put my mixture lever, so when I hit my button to put my mixture lever forward, it actually went backwards. That's why she didn't start just then.
Yeah, I see all the fire come out.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to move on to the runway now that it's more clear.
I love when it's hot too, and you can just flip the mixture forward and it blows some fire out and cranks up.
Yeah. Just going to check the status of the runway on the map. Okay, we've got Steggy coming in east to west on the main taxiway, or is nearly past the airfield now. Undead is in a F-86, sitting and waiting, probably getting started up. What else we got? I think that's it for now. Oh, hang on, who have we got there? Oh, we got Soda. Yeah, we got Soda in the MiG-21, and we got Ghetto and myself in Spitfires, and we got Steggy in a Spitfire, flying west to east, south of the airfield. I'm going to move sort of more central to the airfield. Haven't done the same as me, have you, Ghetto? Left your mixture lever in the wrong place. You'll need to reprime now.
Shit, almost went. Yeah, I think it'll need one.
Accidentally turned off your magnetos, haven't you?
Oh, they're back on now. Oh, almost one.
if it was flooded, I would have thought it should have... Oh, there you go.
Linked it with the fuel off and just let it clear out. Flicked it on, it seemed like it did. I think that's what it was, yeah, it's flooding it.
Yeah, well that's done the job. I'm going to move more central to runway now. You've probably got to set your trims, have you? Oh, I've got to set trims.
Yeah, it's a good call.
How do we fancy going for the convoy? Makes sense now. It looks like we've got ourselves a convoy. Steggy, if you've been up all that time, how are you for fuel?
It's showing about 2/3 full.
If it's showing 2/3 full, that means you're on your bottom tank. You probably best to land and refuel on that, because that will work its way down. Once you get onto that bottom tank where the needle is moving, you need to really think about getting refueled.
Yeah, copy that.
Okay, I think I'm good to go. You good to go, Gilly?
Copy.
Okay, and perhaps we'll try and give the convoy a bit of grief. Right, brakies off, I'm going to throttle up and get going. I'm making a slow turn to the west. Okay, making a turn towards the convoy now. I don't think I've got rearmed a cannon. I feel like there's any 20s coming out. Well, there was a few to start with. I'll see. Had a nice bomb hit there, Ghetto, nice. I'm going to go in again and see if I can get my 20s firing.
Took some heavy fire, still flying. Nice.
Did you release your gun lock?
I'm out of ammo. I've got RTB.
Oh, I think I just lost my engine. Smoke happened. Yeah.
.49 final 08.
Radio check.
I think they shot out my starboard tyre. I've also got no braking on the starboard side by the looks of it. I'll have to turn off the runway by going to the left only. To the edge of the runway.
Ghetto zebras. Lost lead engine on that one. Ghetto zebras.
Yeah,
Heavy fire.
that's why I said shall we have a go at, because it is a dangerous target. It's a dangerous target for things like Spitfires, which are a little bit weaker. Yeah, copy Laxor, welcome.
Yeah, finally in.
Yes, they shot out my starboard tyre, which would not have helped my landing. That's not the only reason, it's because I'm bad at landing at the moment. Got no braking whatsoever to the right. They've shot out the tyre and they've shot out the braking system. So I can't do much. I don't really want to respawn. I'm going to quickly get rearmed and reloaded. Yeah. So I'm kind of on the runway rather than right to one side as I like to be. Okay, just for the benefit of those who couldn't hear me because I pushed the wrong button. I've got no braking on the right hand side. They've shot out my tyre and taken out the pneumatics for the brakes, so I can't move to where I want to be to get off the runway itself. I'm on the runway but not central. I'm to the right at the northern. I'm north of centre, that's all. So I'm going to get repaired in the yard.
Unable to
was a lot of static on that. There's almost all static and no signal.
Said you couldn't hear me.
Not sure who that was for, because I'm getting a massive induction from and twitching from my phone, which is on charge, and it must have been receiving some kind of signal that was bleeding over, blowing everything else away. Let's see. Now I'm only at 88%, so I'm going to leave it charging.
Just to cover off the question, it was on your initial transmit ghetto. There was a lot of. It wasn't so much static, but it was like more like a blowy noise in the background, which is probably aircraft noise, or distance from runway. One of them.
Quick check again.
It's still quite noisy. I can understand you, but it's quite noisy.
Request repair.
Copy.
Request refueling. Request
Copy.
rearming.
Copy. Refueling complete. Rearming complete.
Did it seem to change anything?
I can't understand any of that message. I'm getting almost 100% static or the like.
Yeah, it's made a minimal difference. I can still sort of get you. I can sort of mentally tune out the background noise. But there is quite a considerable amount of noise coming through. And unless you've got your PC fans maybe bleeding into your mic at all, I don't know how noisy your machine is.
It's
Echo
okay.
Zebras.
Okay earlier on.
That's so strange. Have no background sound and it just started happening.
Steggy attempting a landing here.
Yeah, it was fine earlier, wasn't it? Good luck, Steggy. Bear in mind that I am pretty much in the centre of the runway. If you try to land beyond the first rubber marks, that would be safest. I'm kind of snookered, I can't move.
Well, I don't know if you can class that as down.
Oh, you're definitely down. I'm not sure what the CO would have to say about it. Like with me, with my landings, I'll be on the carpet at 0300 this morning for my earlier landing. 49 Spitfire, I'll be preparing to take off 08 from roughly the rubber markings actually.
Ghetto zebras. Did you hear me just then?
Not on radio, sir. No, I didn't hear anything on radio. I didn't even hear static then. A 49 for takeoff.
Roger.
Can't resist these buzz. Two of them.
Ghetto zebras. Amazing.
Now, well, with you and Steggy there, oh, I couldn't resist that. Fly across both of you.
Is this a double flyby?
Jolly good, jolly good. As I was just saying on the stream, being as you and Ghetto were both sitting there, I couldn't resist the double flyby.
Yeah, roger, I can just see distance there.
Ghetto zebras. You're trying to start in game.
Yeah, copy that, sir, Ghetto. Let's see how it goes.
Ghetto zebras. Weird how that just happened after the crash landing.
Yeah, things can happen in DCS because of bigger things happening. Like, I was just sitting there and war walking over me and had a sonic boom, and that knocked the game out for me. Okay, so maybe a restart would sort that for you, Ghetto. Steggy, did you consider getting the Echo 19 spit engine sound?
Not really thought about one yet. I'm still trying to get to grips with this flying bits thing.
Okay, well do think about it, because the sound difference, I think you will absolutely love the sound difference, especially when you open the canopy. It's amazing. Of course it's free, and between Ghetto and myself we can easily get the work sorted out, up and working with it, because we both recently had to reinstall it. So but if you download the one that's available for download, that's not as good as the previous one, so bear that in mind. If you do decide you want to give it a try, let me know, and I'll have to drop the folders onto some place that you can access. I'm not sure what that'll be, whether you want to do it on Discord.
Yeah, we could sort that out at the time. Yeah, cheers.
I just got a mic check from someone, wasn't very loud though.
That would have been Ghetto. He's back in. He was having issues, so he restarted DCS.
Any better there? Or?
That's fine. That's fine, Ghetto.
Real strange. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, bear in mind, I'm not sure what the situation was, I can't remember what you said, but bear in mind that if you spawn in on the same place, that will often cause radio issues. So you have to respawn in a different place. Even if you don't actually click fly, just click on a different slot and then go back to the one you want.
Yeah, Bill, that happened to me when I spawned. When I respawned, radio didn't work, but all I did is I went back out and then respawned again, and it worked.
Yeah, that's right. Well, what I do is I make a point of, if I crash, I go back to the slots and I just select any other aircraft. I don't even have to get in it and spawn in. I just select it and click. So I'm clicking away from the Spitfire that I'm in. Then I click back onto the one that I want, and it's okay. I don't normally get an issue. But if you don't know that and you just go straight back in on the same one, that's when you get radio issues. That's a bug. Yeah, that looks good. We drifted over to the left, but that's what the spit does. You have to concentrate. I normally start on the right hand side of the runway and try to fight it so I don't drift too far over to the left, but she will do that.
That's my best takeoff yet.
Look good.
Very nice.
Right, you're 4 o'clock, Steggy.
Roger that.
Steggy, you need to watch out for the towns that are south of the river where we are, but a bit further over to the east. I'll make a turn because they do have some offensive stuff in there for us. going for some tanks.
Are you going for the convoy or the artillery to the southwest?
Southwest.
Okay, I've a couple. I will I'll wave off because I've got a load of bombs. So I'll go to the artillery that's closer to Ekat.
Copy that. Didn't realise. I knew there was some burning, but I didn't realise that you were working on them. Sorry.
No, I was only sort of hitting them in just so that they didn't hit anyone at the end of the runway, really.
Yep, sounds good. I'll have one more go then.
Alright, I think there's about 3 or 4 left.
There was one left by the time you said that, but there's now none left.
Alright, okay. Actually, if you want me to leave the oh my gosh, brain is... Artillery, for some reason I couldn't get the word Apache out of my head. If you wanted to go for more artillery, of the same style that you were just shooting at, there's some to the just to the short east of Ekat, and there are some T-55s between the Air Mosdock and there, so I'll focus on the T-55s instead, and then that leaves you a clear run for the artillery if you want. If I can.
Sorry, I think we spoke over each other. I was just saying if I'm going that direction, there'll be aircraft available as well, won't there?
Yep. The T-55s have yet to be marked on the ground, so I haven't found.
Yep, copy that.
Although I don't see anything in the air, I'm not sure if they've failed to spawn.
They've spawned. They're west of Ekat.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I see them now. Yeah.
I think I'm seeing a couple of 109s, so I'm going to see if I can get any of those. I've had reasonable success with those in the past, so we'll see. I think I'm looking at bombers. I want to go for the fighters. I found one to the north of the bombers. Shooting at me then, I think. Yeah, those red units to my 4 o'clock. I'm now seeing 2 fighters, 2 109s in front of me. In the past I've got on okay with these. But they are hostile, so I've got to watch out for the other one. If I go for one, the other one will come here and support it.
Same here with this thing.
Got locked onto the A20s. I've now found a 109. it's a mix of bombers and 109s. Oh, there's a 109. He fired at me and missed.
Is that you, Ghetto?
Yeah.
So that's a 109. That lit him up nice. Splash one. See what altitude he's at on the map. Can't tell. Sorry, that was my street. destroyer. Splash 2. Fine on RTB.
Radio check 1.
Yeah, good check.
Oh my god, he's got it working, he's got it working.
Yeah, thanks, done.
Thanks to Ant White, cut off. No copy. Saying.
Thanks to Captain Undead.
Was that iron sheep I'm hearing?
Yeah, firm.
Good evening, sheep. Nice to see you here.
Yeah, I see you're flying the old faithful.
Yeah, I thought I'd give it a try for a change. You know what I mean? Just had two successful attacks on 109s down at ECAT, as we call it for short. So that was nice. Two 109s to paint on the side of my aircraft.
Easy on that. Bill, are you running on grass?
Negative, that's not Bill, that's Stinky.
Oh!
We got a few Spitfires in here tonight, you see.
Notice. I was gonna follow him down the runway and that to see if I get an external of them there and that taken up.
Somebody fired him.
A stores and supplies question, because I don't know the answer. So jet fuel, we know what uses that, clearly. Methanol mix appears to be some of the warbirds, diesel probably some of the other warbirds. What uses gasoline?
Vehicles? Some vehicles?
I don't think we've got anyone, unless we've got people driving vehicles. I don't think that's it. I think it's I think they're module.
What about when you get a convoy coming in with supplies?
It's not associated to the airfield.
Oh, right.
Because the airfield only spawns aircraft. If I could programmatically spawn vehicles, but it would be, say, it wouldn't be explicitly tied to the airfield to draw its supplies from.
Yeah.
I under. How do I, Undead, how do I turn down the volume of the radio on this?
Some cotton wool in your ears.
Yeah.
On your right side, you'll see a bunch of dials. The top is COM. The far left should be VHF.
Alright, let's give this a check here. Somebody talk?
1, 2, 3, 4. Now we had a little lamb. The doctor was surprised.
There we go. That was a bit better, thank you. Hard to hear George and that when everybody's talking.
Fine iron on long finals, preparing to come in for rearm. Zero 8. Am I clear or shall I go round?
You've got Ghetto Zebra on runway east centre, stationary. We got Steggy coming back onto the runway, I think. If you're coming in from the west, you're clear.
Okay, perhaps I'll do that. Coming in way too fast, so maybe I'll just go around and come in on 26.
Yeah, they're both sitting at the end of 2-6, stationary currently.
Yeah, well, I can overfly them, or I can just fly about and wait until they're ready. I don't mind. I'm happy to fly.
Yeah. We've got 2 helicopter pilots.
Okay. 49 for landing 026.
Roger that. We have 79 tons of jet fuel, so I'm gonna spawn a convoy.
Cooper.
Actually, no. I might have to wait. I can't remember if it's below 100 or 30 for jet fuel. We'll see what happens.
How's it going, Bill?
Stand by on the stream, hang on.
me just like that. Okay, stand down. Apparently I set it for 30, not 70.
Well, as you see from my landing, although it's going alright, landing is not so alright. Hold on, I'll come back in a sec.
So no convoy
Get
yet?
out of the way.
No convoy just yet, unless we burn a ton of missiles and a little bit of fuel from the jet's perspective, because they drink it like nobody's business.
Copy that.
Okay, I can now look at messages. How's it going, Bill? Yeah, okay, not bad. I've just actually had a couple of 109 kills down at Ekat, so that was quite nice, quite pleased with that. Hold on a minute. Oh, right, so the flu's taken a grip then. Okay, well, get the meds, keep on them, look after yourself, and get well quickly. Get rearmed. I might do well to get
Night. They gave me Tamer Blue, I feel higher.
Tamiflu. I don't know what that is, but I suspect it's something strong, and as you said, some pretty heavy meds. Yeah, oh well, in that case, perhaps you'll be off with the fairies for a little while, but if it means that you're not suffering so much, that's okay. Smoke a couple of joints, that might do the same thing. Yes, I don't know, I've never had a joint. I want to try a joint.
The Templaric Knight. I'll see how I feel tomorrow.
Yeah.
The Templaric Knight. I have to take 2 pills a day.
Oh wow, okay, well I've got one over you on that.
5 days.
I'll take a few more, but you're taking 2 pills a day for that specific thing. I take other pills for other things.
The Templaric Knight. Well, I am young.
Yeah. So look after yourself and stay young. Actually, I've cut my engine, but I didn't need to because I'm not going to get a...
Oh, stay young is the hard part, lol.
Well, yeah, but a lot of it is a frame of mind. I think a lot of people think, they look at the number that they got on their birthday card and they think, oh, I'm that old. But no, don't think that way. Just think the way you are. And sometimes ignore some of the things that you are. You know, like aches or pains, sometimes you can ignore them, because the thing is, the more you think about them, the more you notice them. I used to, when my lovely late wife used to say to me, how you feeling, if I wasn't very well, I almost wish she hadn't, because I would then think, how do I feel, and then think, oh yeah, I still don't feel very good. But before I was asked, I didn't know.
Well, I stay fit and I stopped thinking of my age when I was 21, when I can legally drink alcohol.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's a good idea to cut that down.
I don't know who that was just buzzing the west end, east end of the runway, but I was a little bit worried for a second there, and then he pulled up.
Was that Ghetto? I saw a spit go by with the bomb underslung.
I don't drink that hard of drinks that often.
I might clear for takeoff, heading west.
Yep, clear. Don't drink hard drinks. Well, I don't know, do you class beer as a hard drink? I think not. You must be talking about spirits. I do like a drop of rum now and again. On most nights I'll have a nightcap of a tot of rum, maybe more than one tot, depends on how I feel. It does certainly help you sleep.
The Templaric Knight. Just a large glass of 160 proof of homemade moonshine once a week.
I don't know how 160 proof works nowadays, because it's done by alcohol by volume. But as a guide, ordinary spirit is about 40 alcohol by volume, 40%. I have got a run that's 54.5, and that is powerful. I still haven't asked for a rearm. Oh.
Request refueling. Request
Copy.
rearming.
Copy.
I'm pretty sure I've got no damage. I don't need repair. All looks good.
The Templaric Knight. 160 proof is ABV 80%.
Oh jeez, 80, my god. And you just
Refueling
have,
complete.
you only have one glass a week. That's pretty good, but if it's one large glass, jeez. That'll help chase the flu away.
The Templaric Knight. It's like a pint LOL.
What? Hang on a minute. Are you saying you have a pint of 80% what would it be? Moonshine. A pint of 80% moonshine in one hit. What?
The Templaric Knight. I sip it all day.
Oh, that's better. Yeah, that's better. It's still a lot, but that's better than just sitting there and supping it like a pint of beer. Even I wouldn't do that.
The Templaric Knight. Nah. The Templaric Knight. I live in Appalachia. I'm a light drinker here.
They drink a lot up there, down there, over there, whatever it is there. They drink a lot then, do they?
The Templaric Knight. Appalachia is the mountains along the whole east coast.
Yeah, I remember many decades ago at school being taught about what was referred to then in our speak as the Appalachians, or Appalachians, the Appalachians, and roughly where they were, but I mean, most of my geography I've forgotten. I never was very good at geography or history.
The Templaric Knight. Most people drink 95% ABV like it's water.
But is there actually any flavour in that? Because 95% alcohol, that's just like all heat and no flavour, surely.
The Templaric Knight. There's some.
Okay, so they must be drinking it purely to get off
The
their head
Templaric
then.
Knight. But most like the feeling.
Yeah, they're just drinking it to get off their head. I don't like being drunk. I don't think I've ever enjoyed being drunk. It's nice to be sort of tipsy and, you know, have the inhibitions reduced a little bit, but the actual being drunk bit, no, I don't like that. Hello Ghetto, I see you're on my rear bumper. Yeah, I was just having a quick chat with Templar Knight there on my stream, so sorry if I'm holding the works up. Templar, where the hell... Oh, hang on. I was going to say, where do they get it? They make it, don't they?
Why was that auto-modded?
What was auto-modded? Oh, well, if you pasted a link, it probably wouldn't allow it. If that's what you mean.
The Templar Ignite. I didn't pass a link.
What? So
Ghetto
what was
Zebras.
auto-modded?
Look at that prop. The Templar Ignite. Idk.
Oh, right, hang on. So Ghetto, look at that prop. What? The prop on your aircraft?
The Templar Ignite. I said. The Templar Ignite. Appalachian moonshine makes vodka, sake, and tequila seem like ghetto zebras. She looks good. The Templar Ignite. Oh.
Yeah,
The Templar Ignite.
Yeah, she does look good, I've got to say, Ghetto.
The Templar Ignite.
Girls drink. So Templar Ignite was talking about them drinking 95%. 95% alcohol by volume. That can only be drunk for effect and probably doesn't do your eyes any good at all.
The Templar Ignite. That is standard here. The Templar Ignite. I drink 80% ABV. Ghetto zebras. My god. Like Everclear.
But do you drink 80% just for the effect? It can't be for the flavour, can it? It must be for the effect. I don't like to drink for effect. I like to drink for the feeling on the tongue and for the flavour.
The Templar Ignite. No, I drink for the taste.
Yeah, but 80% ABV, I'd be surprised if you get much taste out of it. It'll be burning your taste buds away. You're only spitting distance away from drinking neat alcohol. So
The
that seems
Templar
odd.
Ignite. I make my moonshine with blueberries and juniper berries.
Okay, so you make your own then. So do you test to make sure you got the right kind of alcohol? Because isn't moonshine the stuff that's in danger of making you blind because you've got the wrong type of alcohol? Because there's ethyl and
Templar
methyl,
Ignite.
isn't there?
I distill it from blueberry/juniper berry mead.
Okay. So how do you know that you got methyl alcohol and not ethyl alcohol?
The Templar Ignite. That I make.
So you make the mead and then you distill that. But I thought you had to be careful that you didn't get the wrong kind of alcohol.
The
with
Templar
that
Ignite.
process.
I have a tester.
You mean you drink a little drop to test it, or you have someone who tests it for you, and if they don't die, it's okay?
The Templar Ignite. Yeah. The Templar Ignite. The local deer.
Oh right. Oh, they must have a nice evening then when they have some of that. I tell you what, I've seen a bit of
LOL.
video, or cine as it was years ago, of some elephants that would nut a tree.
Let's try this again. Check one.
They would nut a plum tree.
Yep.
And cause the plums to fall down, and of course they'd eat the plums, but they didn't eat them all, so some of them sat there and just fermented, so they'd come back.
I'm sitting there, forgot every time you spawn you gotta
day
reset your
after day.
VHS.
They come back day after day and they'd be eating these fermented plums and they'd get drunk, and it's an amazing, you probably find
Should
it
you,
somewhere.
you've probably heard Bill mention it a few times because a lot of people get caught out by it, but just in case, if you crash,
makes the dangerous kind.
Right, okay, so you're temperature regulated to prevent the wrong kind from occurring. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Yeah, these elephants, there's one fantastic shot. There's an elephant, he's so drunk, he's got two rear legs facing rearward on his belly. One of his forelegs is forward, the other one is backward, and he can't stand up, he's drunk. and he's reaching forward with his trunk to try and get some more of this lovely stuff that's made him off his head. There's another shot of a baboon. It's the morning after, and there's a baboon, and he's kind of sitting on a little mound, and he's got his head buried in his hands because he's probably got a headache. And he sort of takes his hands away briefly and looks up, and it's like the light hits him in the eyes, and it's like he's going ugh, and puts his hands back over his eyes again.
I also make fuel shine, which is 95% ABV, and I mix it with a little bit of gasoline if I ever need to save money on fuel.
Okay, yeah, I like the idea more of burning it in your car than burning it in your body. Okay, I suppose we should get going again.
The Templar Ignite. I have like 250 gallons of fuel shine stocked up.
Sounds like a permanent occupation, keeping up with the process. Well, what's the time? 1:43. Okay, Ghetto, if you're still there, do you want to take off? Ah, there you are. I see you've started your engine up, so obviously you do. Right.
The Templar Ignite. It's my reserves. I only dip into it like when fuel prices skyrocketed back in 2021.
Ah, right, yeah. Well, it's nice if you could do that to save the dough, I suppose. Well, my frame rate dropped to 10 again then. It's been okay most of the night.
The Templar Ignite. It works wonders in my old gas tractors.
Yeah, I guess it does. Did I get rearmed? I'm going to have to check that. Stand by. Oh, I'm off radio for the moment. I'll turn it off because I couldn't hear. Okay, I'm back on radio.
Alright, communications menu. What am I looking for?
F10. and then request
No stores required resupply.
Okay, thank you.
It's a nice run. I think I've got them all but two.
Check. 2 foot.
I'm coming to you from the F-18 Hornet.
From the what?
From the F-18.
15.
18.
18, sorry.
164.
2 What are you in then? Come on.
What?
Your other new plane?
So?
I think we've got 8 of us in the server at the moment. That's nice.
Clearly I'm going to have to start adding in more dynamic threat. Coming in from the west, 1 engine damage. there.
Copy. RTB for 49 coming in, got a bit of damage coming in on 08. Line south edge of runway for repair and rear.
Request repair.
Copy. 64 on approach westbound.
Copy.
Request refueling. Request
Unable to
rearming.
comply. Unable to comply.
Okay, might as well take a comfort break. They can't refuel me until I'm repaired. I'll be back.
Ghetto zebras. We're getting a little bit of snow.
Noticed Ghetto, you're getting a bit of snow. What are we in? We're nearly in March, aren't we? We probably won't get any snow now, I'm thinking, from where we are. What is it? Late February. If we're going to get snow, it's normally, not always, but it's normally, if we're going to get it at all, it'll be probably January, February time, but it's a bit late in February for us to get it now, I think. Perhaps just to finish, I will jump in a Mozzie. Well, I probably won't do much, but it's best if I practice it now and again.
Request rearming.
Copy.
Rearming complete.
Ghetto Zebras. Did you ever play War Thunder?
Yeah. Well, that's something that Lexa introduced me to, because I was playing something called World of Warplanes, which is just played by mouse, and it's all third person type stuff. Then Lexor suggested, then I got into War Thunder, and Lexor then said, have you pressed F2 or F1 or whichever one it was, I can't remember, in War Thunder. And I did that, found myself in the cockpit, and that was it. I was sold. There's no way I was going to fly a plane in third person after that. So yeah, that got me into playing first person, or flying first person. And it's a great game. War Thunder's a great game, but it is a game. It's not a flight simulator. It doesn't have the same detail for actually starting, flying, etc. the aircraft. So when I got onto DCS, we were mixing them a little bit between DCS and War Thunder, but we haven't done War Thunder for a long time. I can't imagine us doing it now, because there'd be no comparison really. I'd got up to level 100 in War Thunder, and I got about something like 40 million in Silver Lions. So I was doing all right with it, but there are certain things about it that didn't gel quite right.
Ghetto
anyway.
Zebras. I only put 40 hours into it, then I found this and was sold.
Yeah, I don't know how many hours I did in War Thunder, but say enough hours to get 40 million Silver Lions and get to level 100 as a pilot.
Run the starter.
Copy.
Ghetto Zebras. I've only been in a few travel planes in my life, but it's always fun, haha. Ghetto Zebras. Been to an air show once, it was nice. Ghetto Zebras. Like a normal airliner. Ghetto Zebras. Normal.
Yeah, I've not done that much flying. I've been to USA a couple of times. I've been to Australia, which means stopping off at Singapore on the way. That's quite a long-way journey. Had a couple of flights in like small light aircraft, and I've actually had a couple of fun lessons in a Piper Cherokee, and I was quite amazed at how much what the percentage I got for about 80% of the time, certainly on the second of those two fun lessons. One was at one particular age milestone, and another one was 10 years later. The first one was half an hour, the second one was an hour, and on the hour I'm sure I had control for at least 80% of the time. I taxied to the runway. The pilot then obviously took off. He couldn't let me have a go at that. And then once we were up to about a couple of thousand feet and in the right place, he said, right, you have control, and suggested a few things to do, like climb, bank, turn, whatever. And then said, right, go where you want, sort of thing. So we headed over towards a reservoir somewhere, and I just flew around for a while, and I hadn't realised by the end of the hour, I hadn't realised quite how quickly it had gone. During that time, he put it out of trim, and he said, right, I'll put it out of trim, you feel it. So as he's put it out of trim, I'm feeling the aircraft dipping, so I'm having to pull back on the stick, on the yoke, to bring it up level. He said, that's because the aircraft's out of trim. Now you trim it so that you don't have to pull on the yoke or push on the yoke to make it fly level. And on the, I'm not sure how much you would know of the Cherokee, but the way you trim it is above your head. There's like an old-fashioned car window winder, and you wind that to adjust the trim tab on the elevator. And so I did that, and within a few minutes, I've got this on video because my son was looking over.
Insane,
and,
haha.
Yeah, he's looking over my shoulder with a
Everest.
video camera.
Awesome.
And he was videoing me doing the trimming, like winding it. It's a bit like rubbing your tummy and patting your head, because with your left hand you're feeling that the yoke forwards and backwards, whether it wants to pull up or push down, and with your right hand it's round and round.
Hey Bill.
Hi Miller. Yeah, so with your right hand you're winding the handle of the trim tab. Anyway, at the end of it, he said, well, that is not bad. He said, I normally spend a whole hour getting students to trim the aircraft. You've just done it in 5 minutes. But I put that down to playing bass and doing vocals in the band. So you're used to doing different things with different hands. So the rubbing the tummy and patting the head wasn't a problem for me. And it was great. I mean, when we got down, we was on our final approach, and I still had control. And eventually, we even got over the threshold before he said, right, I have control, and we're about 20 feet or so above the runway. And I said to him, I thought you'd probably take back control before that. He said, no, you're doing all right. Didn't need to. So it was really nice, really lovely, and I've got all that on video as well. Actually, it's on my YouTube channel if you wanted to look at it. Excerpts of it. It's about an 8-minute excerpt of that 1 hour lesson.
Mulflight Mech. How are you doing?
Hello. Yeah, not bad, thank you.
Mulflight
Tonight
Mech.
in this, I've had a couple of
You took flying lessons.
109 kills. Yeah, well, only a couple, and they were 10 years apart, and they were just like birthday presents, just fun flying lessons. But as I was just saying, on the 1 hour one, the second one, sort of 10 years after the previous one, he had me trimming the aircraft, and I came very close as we came in to not landing it, but I was surprised he left it so late. But he was quite comfortable with what I was doing before he took over during landing, so it was really good. Really loved it. That was in a Piper Cherokee. Oh, my frames just dropped to 3 then. Oh, am I going to bother to try and do anything in this? Yeah, so Muller, if
nice.
If you have access, if you've been to my YouTube channel at all, then there's an 8-minute slightly edited version of that 1 hour flight, which includes the trimming actually, because you can see my hands. I take both my hands off the yoke to show I'm not controlling it now. I've trimmed it. It's flying itself. I highly recommend it. So if someone says, what do you want for your 50th birthday or your 60th or whatever, then highly recommend, say, club together and get me a flying lesson, just for fun. I've still got less than 30 FPS. don't know why that has suddenly dropped so much. I know that this aircraft can cause it to drop, but I mean, it's less than 20 FPS. Don't know if I'm comfortable to take off with, or what's going to happen. Let's see. Let's adjust my nose down trim.
Mulflight mech. I'll check when I get home. Just got done replacing a main wheel on an airliner and gonna replace another one in a bit. Mulflight
nice.
mech. Taking a quick break RN.
Jolly nice. Yeah, so my YouTube channel is Bill 1949 Space WT, and on my playlist there's one called my uploads or something, and if you show those, I believe you should find it. If not, it'd be interesting to let me know, because I don't know how I've got it set, so if you can't find it, perhaps let me know. You can even put a comment on some other YouTube of mine that you can access.
Ghetto Zebras.
Just to say you can't see it.
I saw that video of you working with wood on a machine.
Ah, right, yeah, the one where I was making the king, perhaps. No, number two son is interested in games, board games, and he came across this game. It's a Saxon game called Nefertafel, which of course starts with an H.
I was wondering what it was.
Yeah.
Mulflight mech.
And he wanted a set of the soldiers and the king.
The dust seeps through my nitrile gloves, so I got blackish hands right now.
Oh, crikey. Black hands from that, yeah. Yeah, so what I was making, Ghetto, on that, if it's the one, I'm assuming it's the one we're thinking of, it was a king that he had a maroon, no, would it be maroon? Sort of a maroon coloured crown that I put on him. So he was made of probably ash or something of the like, and then I cut a little groove in the top of his head and made a crown to fit on it and glued that on. Nice piece of guitar music as well, which is I can't take credit for. That's just one of those things that you can download for free and make use of wherever you want to. But it's a nice piece of music. Okay, oh, it's dropping still. 15, 14. So I'll make a move and see how it goes. Oh, let's adjust my flaps. Take off.
Mulflight mech. Okay, back to work for me. Take care, bud.
Okay, enjoy your work, sir. I'll be folding anyway pretty soon, I think. So take care, enjoy your work. Catch you again another time. Take care. Bye. Okay, let's in case I fly long enough to use my ammo and my rockets. Okay, let's go. Well, of course, my fun flying lessons were way before I started things like War Thunder. Oh, look at this frame rate, 9, 10, 6. There was a bomb crater on the runway. Whether that's been repaired or not, I don't know. Not on the runway, on the taxiway. I think they repaired the crater. No, they didn't. There it is. I can avoid that. On Mosquito for takeoff. 08.
Ghetto zebras. Very nice.
Yeah, that seemed a smooth enough takeoff, didn't it? Fly out to the insurgents area, do that mission, and then it'll be time to come back.
here.
Oh, jolly good. Which I'm going for this, but I'm not dead sure that there's anything left. It could be that they've been taken out. There's an insurgents area here. They've got like cars and infantry. I'll see what it's got. I can't tell if they're live or not. Well, I've shot the tower anyway. I think the rest have been destroyed already. There are some other targets in this region. No, frame rate was just like occasional still pictures passing by. So I think that's probably me.
Yeah, drop them. Ghettos Evils.
Yeah,
Frames.
yeah. I mean, they dropped. Well, you could see what's happening. It was like a frame per second sort of thing at one point. I'll get in a spit just to get radio. .49 radio check. Not sure if that was a response or not.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Well, I just crashed thanks to my frame rate dropping down to about 3 during an attack. So that's me for this evening and for this weekend. So I guess it'll be next weekend, next Friday.
Right, okay. I wonder where were you when that happened?
Over in the insurgents area, like where there's some.
Not sure if you received it or used the right push talk, but where were you when the frame rate dropped?
Yeah, PTT was the wrong button. Yeah, I was over by the insurgents area where there are some BTRs.
Right, okay. Yeah, it depends when it happened, because there was a glut of loot boxes generated when O blew up the ammo depot. So that could have done it, I don't know. Dane, or did it clear after the crash? After your module?
Well, the thing is, it was bad before I took off. I was in a Mosquito, and it was dropping, sometimes down to 5, but never above sort of 20 at that point.
Right. Quickly flick to another module, but I'll be back in just a second.
Copy that. Yep.
One, two, four, check.
Yeah, copy.
124. Okay, right. Bill, we're about to do a convoy. I don't know if you were interested in that at all, or if you're just going to call it anyway, or if you're just.
Yeah, I think I'll call it there because once again the frame rate is currently 9. It did drop down to 3. I'm just sitting in the spit, and my frame rate was had dropped down to 3. So without doing like a restart of DCS and all that sort of stuff, it's probably not going to work very well at all. So I'll call it there. Leave you guys to do the convoy, and catch you next weekend, next Friday, I guess.
I'm not sure, Bill, if you used the wrong PTT. The convoy in a moment.
Right, sorry, I was using the right PTT, but I was on the wrong screen. So, yeah, I was just saying, I'm sitting here, and my frame rate went down to 3 a little while ago. It's currently 10, and 7. It's just, I don't think it's worth me messing about without doing a complete restart of DCS or even a reboot. I don't know. It's probably not worth it. So I'll catch you guys next Friday, I guess.
Right, okay. You could try doing it when it's offline or something. You could try. Actually, try firing over your DCS log when you get a chance. I'll have a skim through it, see if I see anything obvious. But you could also try doing a repair and more invasively a graphics, just reinstall the current version that you've got. It could help. They're all coulds.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many things that I could possibly fiddle with, but chances are next Friday I'll behave differently, whatever I do. So I'll just see how it goes next Friday.
Okay.
All right, well, mine, there you go. Enjoy your attacks on the convoy, and catch you next week.
And you take care.
Yep,
Get
good night
those
to everybody.
Everest.
Ta-ta.
Take care, Bill. Good playing with you guys, and see you Friday.
Yeah, likewise you, Ghetto. I'll catch you next Friday at the usual sort of time-ish.
Ghetto Zebras. Good flights.
Yeah, they were quite good, but when the frame rate drops like that, it's just not worth messing about with. So I probably need a restart of DCS at least. I did take the precaution actually tonight before flying of completely rebooting the computer to see if that would help, and I think it might have done it at first. It's almost like a cache builds
Ghetto
up.
Zebras. 3 spits up in the air is always nice.
Definitely, yeah, absolutely, definitely. So I'm just clicked to leave the server, but even that seems to be taking its time. So yeah, perhaps catch you next weekend then, Ghetto.
Ghetto Zebras. For sure.
Okay. Good night, mate. TTFN.